Ooh. You say when? Oops. Sorry. Today.
Ready when you are.
All right. I'm almost ready. Hmm. Ah, I found it. Thank you. Okay, are you ready, babe?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
The recording has started.
greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 UB Tubies. Where am I supposed to look, Jen? To the right or to the left?
To the right.
To the right over here?
Yes.
Okay. um, I wanted to talk to you very briefly. Today is May the 26th of 2023. We study the Iraqi dinar. I greet you in agape love. We are KTFalways.com. Thank you, Dr. Thunder. That was quite a surprise. Thank you for your financial contribution. God bless you, sir. Family, the reason why I called this together is because I wanted to tell you something that is really not being released in articles. It's not being talked about on the internet. It will now. Doris, thank you for your financial contribution. God bless you, sweetheart. And everything that we're going to say is strictly my opinion about the Iraqi dinar investment. And it's good to be with you. What I want to do is I want to tell you something that occurred about 2 days ago and what's occurring right now. So let's start with right now. Unfortunately, the budget is not being passed. Is not being voted on today, and I mean that unfortunately. But as I read to you the reports that we have, I think you'll be able to put the pieces together and have a better understanding. And that's the reason why I'm doing this UB2B. T-Ball, thank you kindly for your financial contribution. God bless you. That's why I'm putting this UB2B together, because I want you to know about something. But first, let us consider what's happening with the budget. It turns out that, remember the last time I was with you, there were two articles. I mentioned them, number 13, and I forgot what the other one is. Kurdistan was saying, please don't amend those. Don't touch that. And the guys that are always stupid in Parliament are saying, yes, we are, yes, we are. No, don't do that. Everything is fine. We got the HCL. Kurdistan is happy. Kurdistan, Barzani's happy. Peshmerga is happy. Everybody's happy. Stop it. But, they've got to cause a little problem. And it's nothing to worry about. The budget will come out when it comes out. But the other thing that I found that I wanted to talk to you about, and unfortunately, Eddie just sent me another report which caused this thing to jump. So hold on a second while I find it again. It won't take me long. I hope not, anyways. So as I look for it, I'm going to start out with this information first, and then we'll talk about the budget, okay? So the first thing I'll talk to you about first thing I will talk to you about is what I think is not being talked about on the internet. Tim Parker, thank you kindly for your financial contribution. God bless you. Now, family, you know what we're waiting for. I call it the second article from the CBI. Basically, it's just the announcement to the Iraqi citizens, here is your new national currency. Here are your coins. Here is your new exchange rate. And all those things are going to come about, in my opinion, very strongly. But remember what happens after that? In fact, here, you tell me. What happens after the Iraqi dinar depegs, which it is already? You know that, okay? That's why they're de-dollarizing. You can't use the dollar in Iraq, so they have depegged from it. So then what would they do? They would enter what? And they would pair up with the American dollar. They would pair up with what? Go ahead and post it. I want to see your response. I'm just curious. What's the next step after the new exchange? Forget the budget, okay? What's the next step after the new exchange rate, the national currency and the coins comes out? What's the next step for the Iraqi dinar? Oh, look at that. Who's that, Jan? Just view it, girl. I like that. I think you're new with us. Greetings, congratulations. Yes, you say Forex. I say, yeah, I agree with you. Here, let's see what else we got. Donna says Forex, yeah. On a float, yeah. We got Michael Carr says afloat. Just view it, girl says basket of currencies. Who is this person? Yeah, you're going to get an egg. Pamela, Lampley, yeah. Eric Sims says enter a basket, a float. Patty says a parallel rate. Well, that's what they're establishing right now, Patty. Sally says an RV. Sally, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar happened many years ago. And all those calculations are being used right now for the RI, the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar. Do we have an RI yet? No. And when we do, we're going to go crazy. Let's see here. What else we got? Basket of currency from Roy. Basket of currencies on Forex. Very good from Kurt. Dean says, Forex, baby. Jeff says root beer. No. No.
Float.
What's that,
A
babe?
root beer float.
A root beer float. That's a good one. Whoever put that up there. All right. So the point has been made that the Iraqi dinar is going to float. And you are saying it yourself in an international basket. All right. Watch this. Well, first of all, ring-a-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding. Hello? Hey, walking stick. I want to read something to you. And when I read this to him, I said, is that what I think it is? He says, yeah. That's just one of them, isn't it? Yeah. They're going to probably do another one in the Middle East, right? Or the Asian theater, right? Yeah. This was from the European theater, right? Yeah. Well, then it started, y'all. Okay. You see, in my opinion, the internal float of the Iraqi dinar is very self-evident. If you know what you're talking about, if you know what you're studying, you've seen that the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar has slowly been changing. That's the internal float. It's been changing in the right direction. It hasn't been getting larger. It's been getting smaller. Okay. So, with that said, when they finally introduce the reinstatement of their currency, you're going to see the currency start to float internationally. Make sense? Okay. Just read that. So, allow me then, because I want to make this quick. I don't want to keep you very long. I'm sorry I didn't dress up in my suit, but it's not Monday. This is yesterday. Yesterday at 6:04 in the morning, and Eddie sends this to me, and he starts to tell me the news is saying we are joining the BRICS. Really, Eddie? They just told you this on the news on Channel 1? Yeah. Rikia News. The channel that we trust. They're saying that we are joining the BRICS. And we have banned the use of the dollar. This move is to strengthen the dollar, they tell us. The ban, they talked about how it will increase on the Forex market. What'd you say? Now, when you look at this, let's analyze this. Well, first of all, let me show it to you in its entirety. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. There you go. So there you go in its entirety, okay? Um, so the first part that says that we're joining the BRICS family, that's an international basket. It's a European international basket. Do you understand the power behind what I just told you? In my opinion, the internal float of the Iraqi dinar is established through the RVs, and soon it's going to give us the RI, the reinstatement of the currency, with a new exchange rate, with a new national currency. But they have just told the citizens, well, it's good, it's been 48 hours, going on 72 now, we are joining the BRICS. And we have banned the use of the dollar. That's de-dollarization. That's de-dollarizing. That's de-pegging from the American dollar. And they're going to join the BRICS. That's an international basket. And they say that the reason for this is to increase the value of the Iraqi dinar through the Forex markets. That's exactly right. Do you understand the value of what we just shared with you? Good. Now, I want to read more to you as the day went on. You know, there's ebb and flows, there's highs and lows, and there's emotions involved through Eddie. And you can't blame him. He has to deal with this. Oh, we're all fuzzy, Jan.
I know mine. I've got it at my highest, but it's
Wow.
still at
What a shame. What a shame. Anyways, y'all can hear me okay, right? What's Bill's fan says? BRICS talking must have been in secret. Well, no, it's not in secret, Bill. It's just that you don't know about it until now. Why isn't it in an article? Because they're busy dealing with the budget more than anything else. And today is a holy day. It's Friday. They don't talk about all these things. So that's why I decided to come on and talk to you, family, and tell you the things that we tell you, you eventually see, don't you? Praise God. So this is powerful. I mean, realize, boom, 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 3 powerful things in that paragraph. Let's continue reading. The development is also designed to strengthen the usage of the Iraqi dinar in many nations. They're telling us, Mr. Frank, yeah, international float. They're saying that, for example, the Forex market is one way. The minister that aims to lower the difference between the official exchange rate that is offered by the government and the exchange rate that's thriving in the black markets, in the what? Well, now that's interesting wording there, Eddie, because, yeah, okay, I even said it's mafioso style. Okay, what about it? Well, the move will reduce the dependency on the U.S. dollar, de-dollarizing, okay, and they tell us that it will bolster its it will bolster its native currency, the Iraqi, the what? You know, these are interesting words, family. I mean, they already told you that it's a national currency. They're now telling you that it's let me see here, that it'll bolster its native currency, the Iraqi dinar. This from what we see on the news and the articles that we have. Also, it is already in article form. Okay, Eddie. Let me share it with you, okay? So as you can see, as I'm slowly showing it to you, these are major steps. These are powerful steps of the monetary reform. And it is the powerful education to the Iraqi citizens, making them aware of these steps while the budget is being worked on. Okay, but this is here's what I say to him, by the way. Okay, they are telling you your new national currency, your native currency, is going into the international world, Eddie, because the international world needs your currency badly, just like you Iraqi citizens need it badly. A change is coming in a direction. Excuse me. A change is coming in a different direction. Amen. 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 Stephanie Ellis says, this is huge. This is humongous. So when you worry about the budget not being passed, you're wasting your time. There are more important things to the monetary reform education, and they're telling the citizens of Iraq. It's kind of like, look over here at the budget. Look over, hey, citizens, we're joining the BRICS, and yeah, it's an international, but yeah, it's going to add value to it slowly. Just like we told you, Oh, look at the budget. Look at the budget. Okay. Hey, honey, can you give me something to drink? I'm sorry. Let us continue with the report. And this is the second report in the afternoon, 2 days ago. Mr. Frank, the only negative thing that we see today is the Kurds. Here we go about the budget. Because what I just gave you was not negative. It was stupendous. The only thing we see negative is about the Kurds. And they're saying that if Article 13 and Article 14 are amended in the budget, which is already agreed upon, well, then that's going to be bad. Yeah, it's going to be bad. For months they've been saying that they're going to amend it. We don't see anything being done on that. I don't think they will allow a vote on the budget saying this. They may stop the budget vote, Mr. Frank. We're hoping that these two articles are not amended. Thank you, sweetheart. To which I say, hey, even if they are, Eddie, you're used to this type of stupidity from the government that does not want to work with Sudani. So don't let it bother you. Continue to have faith in Sudani and what is about to happen. To see them joining the BRICS is actually the introduction to the international basket that is coming soon. That's what I told him. That's my opinion. Because when I called the walking stick ring-a-ding-ding, hey, what's up, Frank? Walking stick, did you see what I sent you? Yeah. They're talking about the float, aren't they? Yeah, with the European basket. It's possible that they will have more than one basket that they'll be in. Is that legal? Is that possible? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Because if they do that, then they also have the ability to do the basket, an Asian basket. Iraq is considered in the Asian theater. Then he responds to me in his third report and he says, hey, Frank, Eddie asked his friend about this, his bank friend, and that's always good to go talk to him. Hey, Frank, Eddie asked his bank friend about this, and what he thinks is that Sudani already went to Kurdistan yesterday, which would have been Tuesday. Sudani already went to Kurdistan yesterday, and he already talked to Barzani. He already talked to them all. This will not be an issue. Watch Sudani. He is for the people of Iraq, and he traveled there to assure the Kurds that it will be okay on the agreement that they have had for months. And we will also be seeing renovations to the Baghdad International Airport. They are really redoing this airport, Eddie. So don't worry too much about the budget. They're making this airport more modern looking. And my friend says, don't be surprised if the budget is voted on Saturday. It could happen, Eddie. But don't worry, even if it's not. Sudani already went to Kurdistan and let them know it's all good with agreements. Don't freak out, okay? Yeah, and even if they don't vote it on Saturday, don't freak out. To which I say, see what I mean? See what I mean, Eddie? That's why I told you just to relax. Don't worry about Kurdistan or Barzani. He's a good leader, and he's working shoulder to shoulder with Sudani. And as far as the airport being high tech and modernized, let me tell you something. It's because of your economic reform that's bringing in the whole world into your country. And another thing I'd like to impress upon you, first impressions are always the best at the highest level. You know what I mean? And not at a third world level the way your airports were. Your airports and your ports and your roads are going to bring in the world, and the international basket will benefit exclusively and explosively. Then he sends a fifth report and he says that we're hearing that the Kurds want 20%. They're getting 12%, just passing this on. And I told him, I said, well, in all honesty, son, it's more than that. It's more than 12%. But don't worry about it. In my opinion, it's a little more than 12%. But again, none of this matters, Eddie. It's just noise. Look over here. Look over here. It's just noise for what you are about to receive through the monetary reform. Oh, thank you, Mr. Frank. By the way, they are trying to get rid of Halabusi too. I say, Eddie, it's not so much the Kurds. It's the jerks that work under Barzani that don't want to work with him. Yesterday, the fifth or, yeah, but I think fourth or fifth report that came in from Eddie, the new USA military base. Now, you don't even know about this, probably, family, as well. Oh, Marcus Aurelius. I hope I'm saying that right. Frank, is there any chance that you can be with us after this blessing? We're going to miss you. Yeah, we're going to continue to do God's work together. We're just going to stop talking about the Iraqi dinar. Anyways, thank you for your financial contribution. If anybody wants to help, we are humble. We appreciate you. Thank you kindly. So continuing, this is yesterday, 6:10 p.m. in the afternoon. The new, and again, this is something I don't even think is out in articles. The new USA, he means the new American military base that are building here in Iraq, is on the sea, is on a sea of oil. Remember I told you, family, Iraq sits on a lake of oil. Remember the size of Michigan? Everywhere you step, oil squirts out of the sand. The atmosphere smells like oil. The food tastes like oil. Yeah, they said that they are rich with oil, without a doubt. Caribbean Kid, thank you kindly for your financial contribution. God bless you, sir. He says they are building this new military base, the Americans here, and that base, Mr. Frank, it's sitting on a sea of oil, oil and gas. It's in a region where there are huge oil fields that are located. Hey, Eddie, and you think that's a coincidence? Of course not, son. I say to him, of course it is. Of course it is, Eddie. You see, the United States of America gets first cherry picking of all the goods that Iraq offers. How long have I been telling you to pay attention to the mineral right law? America gets the first pick of all the good things for the economic reform because America has earned it through the last 20 years helping your country. Committee. What's this? Oh, he sends me this. Hey, Frank, look, the committee is what? They voted to approve the amendment on the last two articles. The Kurds left the meeting upset. They did not attend, and now the final budget vote will be held Saturday, we're being told. Who cares about the budget? I care about the new exchange rate. And so does the budget, for that matter. Think about it. 6:05, another report. This is today. Excuse me. We're now into today, 6:05 in the morning. And here we go. It turns out that several foreign companies are eager to invest in Iraq. We are seeing this on the television. They keep talking on the news today about this, Mr. Frank. Everybody's pouring into our country. This is good, is it not? Also, Mr. Frank, the Speaker Halabusi is saying the dates of. Oh, I see. Also, the Speaker Halabusi is saying that there's a timeout on the date of approving of the budget. It was meant to be for tomorrow, Saturday. They did have a big victory for the Kurds in that parliament amendment, the articles in the budget. And this was a blow to the corrupt that are still there. So you see, as much as the bad guys said, we're going to amend it, we're going to change it. The agreement that Baghdad has with the Kurds on the oil and gas, we're going to change it, we're going to dissolve it. We want a part of it. Hey, shut up. And they have to shut up because it turns out that they shut them up. Here. Big victory. Success. Big victory. A big victory for the Kurds in that parliament amendment, the articles in the budget. And this is a blow to the corrupt that still are for the pro-Iranian politicians, the ones that you call jerks, Mr. Frank, that are... Oh, my word, I read this this morning. It's been a while. Oh, that was funny. The ones that you call the jerks, Mr. Frank, that are trying to cause issues, but Sudani is our man. He is for the people of Iraq. Sudani went to Kurdistan and he visited and he promised and he told Parliament, hey, I got your back. The amended articles for the Kurds, forget about it. So the Iraqis signing oil contracts with companies left and right. So they signed it with Barzani too. These bad guys are losing, Mr. Frank. To which I say, hey, 24 hours later, boom. Okay, hold on. Let me see what you guys saw the video on the dinar, right? Oh, for crying out loud. No, doggy. No, dog. Really? Oh, let me see what else he's saying up here. I need to get out of this country, unfortunately. I just don't have respect for it anymore. This guy's bad news, isn't he, Tink?
Yeah, I'm about happy.
It's all right. Our staff is watching him. If he says anything else, just remove him completely. I'm not here to waste my time. 24 hours later or less, Eddie, it turns out, as we told you, just relax, remember? Sudani got this under control. I mean, you are being made aware of it, and I'm glad. If you have to protest, go out into the streets and demand more the financial reform. Be careful of what you do. Do not get violent. And yes, Sudani is your leader. He is the leader for the people of Iraq, not for the corrupt politicians that are in every government now, or excuse me, that are in every government. Now watch for his next step with the budget. Wink. I get parsed very quickly, I'm sorry. All right, continuing. So now his second report from today, and he says, hey, Mr. Frank, we are not sure about what the deal is with the Kurds. One minute we hear that they're happy. The next minute we hear that they're mad. And they say, unconstitutional, dude, unconstitutional. Well, yeah, it would be unconstitutional. The amendment that they wanted to do to change the budget that has already been established, that would be unconstitutional. But no, and I say to Eddie in response, Eddie, no, I already told you, it's just those jerks. No, Eddie, it's only the jerks, like I told you, that are against Barzani and Sudani that are saying this. Don't worry about it, all right? Okay, Mr. Frank. By the way, I got a feeling that they're going to postpone the budget, or the budget vote. To which I say to him, it's sad to see this, I will admit, but it's not a big issue. You know very well Sudani worked things out with the Kurdistan, and it'll eventually come out. Don't let it bother you. So as you can see, this kind of lingered throughout the day. And sadly, in my opinion, what was lost was the value that they told them that the currency is going international in a BRICS basket and go on Forex in order to add value. That means a gradual growth. You got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, right? Okay. And at the end of it all, he says, they're having meetings, Mr. Frank. I think we're going to go ahead and take to the streets. Sauder is already speaking about this to us. And I said, look, just be careful. Don't get violent, but express your disappointment. Yes, Mr. Frank, the streets are going to be full of frustration. I said, Eddie, you know very well that that's the way of the Middle East. And that, Roger. And that's where we'll stop. So, an ebb and flow of emotions concerning the budget, which hasn't, which is not important for you and I in our study. Why? Because everything waits for the exchange rate, even the budget. So let it wait. Let it not be voted on. And the stupidity behind it is because of the few cockroaches that are still there saying, we're going to change it. Well, you're going to piss off Kurds, by saying something like that. So, time out, says Halabusi, and that's where we're at. But don't let what happened almost 72 hours ago slip by your fingers. Okay? Don't do that. I also want to tell you that I won't be with you on Monday. Normally we have our Monday UB2Bs, right? I'm with you that day. But because it's Memorial Day, I'd like to respect that day. I'd like to respect it. So I'll be with you on Tuesday. What's Tuesday? Think to the 30th?
30th.
Yeah. So on the 30th, we'll go back to our regular routine somewhat. I'll still horse around for those that want to join me and sing and have some fun for a few hours. And then when we're done with that, we will go right into our work. But I'm thinking of asking my advertisers to let me advertise. I'm thinking of doing the advertising myself. So instead of spending, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, whatever, on a commercial, I can just spend 1 minute on a commercial. I can hit boom, 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 3 of our products in 3 minutes, and then continue. And instead of being with you for 3 hours, I'll probably only be with you for about an hour and a half. Yeah, we'll condense it, okay? So tonight, in my opinion, they're joining the BRICS, an international basket float. Wow. And they told them this, and it's for Forex. And that means you've got articles out there that you can look this up on now. And I won't be with you on Monday. We'll be with you on Tuesday, and we'll have our regular format, but reduced and shrunken down somewhat, okay? I can't think of anything else. I'll tell you what time is it, Tink?
It is 8:53.
Oh, we got to go, don't we? I'm late. I was going to say, if you have any questions, I'd gladly answer them, but it's best that I go now. God bless you. Have a safe weekend, okay? Cook some hot dogs and hamburgers and steaks and corn on the cob and
Cookies.
what's that thing?
Cookies.
And cookies. Don't forget the cookies. Don't forget the cookies. Pray for each other. Support each other. Lift each other. Pray for America. Pray for Israel to understand Jesus. Sweet aloha to all of you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
You have to turn it up.
I have to turn it off. I forgot that I gotta do this. Okay. Let's see. I don't have no cookie jokes for tonight. We'll do that on Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Where do I push, Tank?
X.
Oh, the X, I see it. Boom. It turned all blue and then hit end. Bye-bye.